LeBron James taking note. 1 down, 3 to go. That's math. That's the way the finals work. Banana boat forever.
You're watching Game Time at the Finals.
Let's get to Monty Williams after the win. Through 3 quarters and kept it up with a 32-point night. 9 assists along the way. Booker actually finished with 27, and a monster night from DeAndre Ayton with 22 points and 19 rebounds. Historic, in fact, as Phoenix wins it 118 to 105. Welcome in. It's Game Time Live at the Finals, presented by YouTube TV. We got our friends behind us. We got champions here on the set. Steve Smith, Isaiah Thomas, and joining us remotely, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. I'll turn to the fellas who are in the arena along with us. First of all, so great to be here and to have this atmosphere again for the finals. What struck you about Game 1 here, Smitty?
Well, it started off, Isaiah. When you looked at it, Devin Booker set the tone for me in the first quarter, getting a chance to get in rhythm. But in that third quarter, I still can't understand how they going to quit switching 1-5 pick and roll, and Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and the entire Suns team got whatever they wanted in that third quarter with that 1-5 switching of pick and rolls of the Milwaukee Bucks. Adjustments, not for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the thing that stood out to me the most. Yeah. Chris Paul in the third quarter, Devin Booker really taking turns against Lopez. They figured out the Milwaukee defense. Once they figured out the defense, they let Paul play in the middle of the floor. And you cannot let a point guard this good with this kind of skill stay in the middle of the floor, matched up against a 7-foot center. It's a point guard's dream, and Chris Paul lived it tonight.
Brook Lopez is a much improved defensive player, but he is a fish out of water in that situation against Paul or Booker. Likewise, Bobby Portis. They were targeting him when Lopez came out of the game. Bucks went a little smaller at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that's something to watch for as this series progresses. Shaq, for you, watching at home, what's your takeaway from Game 1?
Well, I thought, Phoenix played well. I thought the others played great. DeAndre Ayton, as a big man, great start his first finals. I'm really proud of him. It's nice, and, Isaiah and Steve and Kenny knows about this. It's nice when you can have a 1-2 punch. First half was all Devin Booker, and then that third quarter, Chris Paul said, you know what, this is my first finals. I'm going to work. I know what I got to do. But the others played great. The dancer played great. He played with great energy. They fed off the energy off the crowd, and they did what they're supposed to do. As for Milwaukee, if they're going to win, the 1-2 punch for Milwaukee has to be remarkable. In the pregame we talked about, the two meetings between Milwaukee and Phoenix. How Giannis averaged 40. He's going to have to probably average around that, to get a win.
Kenny, to you, what'd you see here in Game 1 tonight?
Well, I'm probably going to reiterate what Steve and Isaiah said. First of all, you think about this. If Chris Paul was guarding Lopez in the post, would they come double? You'd be like, yeah, they come double him. So why, when Lopez is guarding Chris Paul on the perimeter, that you allow him to play one-on-one? It's like it looks like the silliest thing that you've ever seen. If you're a point guard at any magnitude who can score the basketball, you go, this is exactly what I want. If you're a post guy, you go, this is what I want. So I don't understand it. It looks very similar to Atlanta Game 1 when they had the drop defense, and that didn't work against Trae Young. They're going to have to make the adjustment, either go small or you're going to have to double the pick and roll or hedge and get over. You cannot allow – you would never let Brook Lopez play one-on-one in the post against Chris Paul. No team would do that. So why would you do it in reverse? That's the logic if you're a fan at home. That's how simple it is.
Yeah, it was baffling for those of us watching it take place because of how long it went on for the Bucks with this defensive switching and putting Lopez and then Portis out on that island repeatedly.
Isaiah, Matt, Kenny, and Shaq, I understand if the guy couldn't get over, he got hung up on the pick. But it was almost an automatic switch. It was easy. Yeah. If you're going to come out, you got to at least try to get over, like Kenny said. Also, for me, is fight as the team. I'm going to make an adjustment if the coach is not going to make an adjustment. We're going to do something differently because it was just too easy. It looks like they was playing practice run through the offense against the Milwaukee Bucks defense.
So
I do have a question if I could ask.
Yeah, please.
Isaiah, if you played in this modern day era and you could just pick out the defender and say, that's the guy I want to guard me because they're going to switch. How many? Now, you almost did you lead the league in scoring one year or come close to it? I don't remember. You and Kelly Chapuka. But how many points a game would you average? Because you're very similar in size and stature. In a season, if you could pick out every single time which guy to guard.
I mean, easy 40, especially if they're going to let me shoot the basketball as often as the point guard gets to shoot it. Really easy 40 because now I'm shooting layups and I'm getting any shot that I want against a big man. I mean, it really is unfair to have a big man guard a small man out on the perimeter, and because all you're going to do is take him to the basket. And like I say, Chris Paul got a chance to live his dream tonight by having bigs and power forwards out him on guarding him out on the perimeter.
Well, we'll get into that a little deeper as we continue on. Right now, let's welcome in Mikal Bridges, fresh off his very first NBA Finals game and a win nonetheless. He had 14 tonight, knocked down a couple of threes as well. Mikal, thanks for being with us. You, like everybody else on the floor, aside from Jay Crowder, was experiencing this for the very first time. Yep. What's your takeaway from your first Finals taste?
It's amazing. You know, you want to play at this level as a kid, and you finally get your opportunity to be here. So I'm just grateful I'm here, and try to take advantage as I can and try to help my team win.
Mikal Bridges, Steve Smith, congratulations on your first Finals. Obviously, talk to me about you knocking down shots. It looked like you didn't hesitate on none of your jump shots tonight.
Yeah, just being aggressive. I know, just in the playoffs, I wasn't feeling like fully myself sometimes, and just me being passive aggressive, and my teammates and my coaches just talking to me, helping me, just telling me, be aggressive, be you. And that's what I was doing, just trying to stay locked in and be ready to shoot and drive.
You have Chipotle tonight?
What time is it? It's going to be, I didn't have it today, but it's probably close, so I'll have it tomorrow.
All right.
Well, this is Isaiah, and I just want to say, hey, congratulations on your first outing and the win. And just talk to me about your preparation in terms of your defensive schemes and your offensive schemes that you tried to implement tonight, and how effective were they?
For defense first, just knowing the matchups starting off on Middleton and knowing, it's not one-on-one, but, just locking in and knowing his tendencies, watching film when I guard him and things like that. So just trying to lock in. I know I got my teammates behind me for the help, so trying to just play my ways and, make it tough for them. And offensively, just, CP and Book, they're the guys, and I'm just, whenever they need me, I'm just going to be there to try to get them assists and some easy ones.
Mikal, congratulations. I know you played some big games at Villanova, but none as big as the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. My question, because the first time I was there, I don't know, because of COVID, it's different. After practice and having every single media person either talk to you or try to talk to you, was that overwhelming in your first time seeing it?
No, not really. I think the championships we had, them Final Fours, them things, they're crazy. You go in there on a practice day and you're talking to media for about longer than you are on the court. So I think I'm used to that with the media-wise, and knowing the right things to say. Coming from Coach Wright, we practice things like that. So
okay, big time. My bad.
So we train for the media, man. We train for media back in Nova. So that was the easy part. The hardest part is coming out here and playing against this Milwaukee team and trying to beat them and stop them every time and try to get a win.
Mikal, Shaq here. Great poise tonight. You shot the ball well. My question is not about you. My question is about your teammate Andre Ayton. I know this is his first time here. He's playing like a veteran. Who's getting in his ear telling him what to do, how to play? Because he's been dominant all playoff series long.
Yeah. Honestly, he flipped it. I don't know what he did, might be, I don't know. But that first playoff series, he just turned to a whole different player that I've never seen, or I have seen, but not all the time. And he started off strong, and he just keep going and taking the matchups with the next series against Jokic and stuff. So he's just, I don't know who talked to him, but we stay on him. But I know I ain't say nothing to me for that Lakers series and how he was dominating. So kudos to him, just straight him.
Hey, Chris Paul did not have a great start to his first NBA Finals, but he got it going again in the third quarter with 16 of his 32 on the night when he got all those switches. What did it mean